Get it?
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a second and 10.
Go, Reed, go!
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, check that. Street.
The pitch out to Lynch. Down the left sideline. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 38-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
38-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Touchdown, Chicago. Their mobile quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dragons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's caught down the field by Palmer. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 3rd and 4.
19 Tigers, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football.
Play some defense out there, fellas.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out, and the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
70 Timberwolves.
Second and 20 at the 9-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Defense can't stop you. Check, contact, check, contact.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep blow there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
That'll be caught left side by Woods. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now an audible here into something else. First down, the run with Lynch. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levis. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer 70 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Levis sets up to throw here. And a throw right sideline is complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dragons 10.
What you get paid for.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Levis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Levis back to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Come on. Hey, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Panther 11.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Check, smash.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Cup 19. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Levis to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Second and a couple. Levis looking to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and they'll get him down here at about the 42. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off the inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd and short. It's Levis. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
In motion, the tight end.
18, find in.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 18. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 27 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay,
The
ready?
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
It's second and 8.
Check.
Lynch running the counter.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons get a bit closer.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Take that, thank you. I know the owner is happy with that one.
Yeah, that's what we do.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started
As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.